Hi, and welcome to Rumbo al Inglés. I'm Alberto Alonso, and I am here with the lovely, splendid, amazing, talented, charming, fashionable, beautiful, cutting-edge Raquel del Rio. Hello, Raquel, and welcome.
Hi, Alberto. How are you?
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're doing all right, yeah?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, are you in a good mood?
I am in a good mood.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, what? Oh, so you liked my answer there. Why not? Why not? Yeah, I'm in a good mood too. I'm definitely in a good mood. Now, of course, as usual, I have a lot of adjectives that I always use to describe you, and they're all true, and they're all sincere, by the way. I'm not making them up, right? I'm not making them up. Now, there was one I wanted to point out. Destacar, remember this? To point out. The one I wanted to point out is one that the Spanish have taken from our language and put it into their language. Do you know which one I'm referring to, Raquel?
Not really.
Okay.
Which one?
The one I'm referring to is fashionable. Fashionable, okay? Now, I always hear this in Spanish. Eso es fashion, okay? Now, in English, fashion is a noun, sustantivo, fashion, okay? The latest fashion, lo último, right? The latest fashion. In English, we use this word as fashionable. The adjective is fashionable, right? So this is a common mistake. When I hear my friends, my Spanish friends, they say, ¿Qué fashion? I say, ¿Qué fashionable? Or fashionable is how we would say it in English, okay? Now, just be careful. If you're going to take our language or steal our language, use it correctly. It's a joke. It's a joke. Now, there's something I also wanted to talk about. This hable and ible, okay? This suffix at the end of adjectives. How do we pronounce this? Like, how do you say respetable? How do you say this?
Respectable.
Respectable, absolutely. And responsable?
Responsible.
Responsible. Be careful. I hear people all the time say responsible or they say able, but this is always un toro, a bull. Responsible. I mean, you say it all together. Respectable. Okay? Negligible, right? This hable and ible is un toro, a bull, okay? Remember that. When I do that to my students, they know exactly what I mean. They say, wait, a bull, a bull. Okay, good, responsible. Okay, you don't separate them, you say it together. Responsible. Are you a responsible person?
I think am I? I am.
I think I am.
I think I am.
I didn't know if you were asking me. If you say, I think, am I say, yeah, I think you are. I think you're responsible. Now, I used another adjective, too, in there, okay? And I said the cutting edge. What is cutting edge? Do you know this one?
No.
Okay, cutting edge is an adjective used a lot of times for companies or for products, right? Cutting edge is en la vanguardia, I believe, in Spanish. Does this make sense in Spanish? En la vanguardia. It's the latest, lo último. It's very new technology or very, something that's very modern and up to date, actualizado, okay? This is to be on the cutting edge, when something is on the cutting edge, okay? Have you heard this one before?
Now that you're talking about that and the meaning, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
In context, it makes sense, right? That's what I tell you. I always say, don't worry, because in context, things will make sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Raquel. I have a question for you.
Go on.
How do you say in English, robar?
Steal.
To steal, okay, to steal. Now, steal is an irregular verb, right? And we said, how do we practice irregular verbs? Every day I steal money from my mother. This is not true, Mom, I promise. Okay? Every day I steal money from my mother. Yesterday?
Stole money.
Sujet, give me a subject.
Yesterday I stole money.
Okay, right? Remember I said always practice your irregular verbs in context. Why? Then you don't know how to use them if not. You know 3 separate words. So yesterday
I stole money.
And lately?
I've stolen money.
Absolutely, to steal. Now, I'll explain something. We're going to look at one of your favorite things, okay? And you know what I'm talking about. I know it's your favorite too. Don't deny it. What are we going to look at today?
We're going to look at grammar.
We're going to look at grammar. Raquel loves the grammar. She really loves the grammar, okay? Well, we're going to look at, as in every class, we look at grammar, we look at vocabulary, different structures, we look at a lot of different things. These programs are very informative because we're not only looking at one thing. In a typical class, we'll look at adjectives, verbs, right? Structures, different grammar, the passive voice, your favorite too. I know it is. Don't deny it. It's your favorite. Okay, well, usually in English, when something negative happens to us, we use the passive voice. We use the passive voice. So how do you say, me robaron en Atocha? Me robaron en Atocha.
I was robbed in Atocha.
Okay, I was robbed in Atocha. Now, we use rob more for a bank. Okay, the bank was robbed. We use for people, okay, this is I was mugged. You know, a beer, okay, you have a mug of beer. Well, this is a verb too. To mug is to steal from, usually using force. And it's a regular verb. Every day I mug. Yesterday I, okay, so every day I mug people. This is not true, I promise. Okay, yesterday
I mugged.
Mugged. Remember this ending, I mugged. It's one syllable. I mugged yesterday. And lately?
I've mugged.
You don't look like the type, Raquel. You don't look like the type
Thank you.
to mug people. Okay, so one more time. Me robaron en Atocha.
I was mugged in Atocha.
Okay, sure. I was mugged in Atocha. Now, who is the person who mugs? Do you know what this person is called?
A thief.
A thief. Okay, a thief is someone who steals. Okay, a thief. It's also the mugger. A mugger is someone who mugs. Look at that. It makes sense. Incredible. It's very funny because sometimes my students complain, Alberto, it doesn't make sense. And then when it's very simple, they say, that's too simple. I say, so what do you want? Simple or difficult? So I can never make them happy. But I try. I try as much as possible, okay? So you were mugged by, remember from our passive voice, the mugger. You don't know his name or else he would be in prison. Okay? All right, very good. So and we would say, we wouldn't say they mugged me. You would say, I was mugged. I was mugged, okay? There are other words for burglar too. A burglar, a thief. A thief is what you call a sausage in Spanish, chorizo. Okay, a thief, okay? A crook is another word, okay? And a burglar is more for houses. Okay, because a burglary is a house, okay? And then we said robber, too. So we have a lot of words for these kind of people, okay? A robber, what is a robber? It's a more specific kind.
The person who robs a bank.
Yeah, robber is for banks, maybe something like this. Usually a bank robber, okay? So we have a lot of different categories of criminals. Incredible, right? Okay, very good. Let's take a look. Let's try it. We're going to use these in the passive voice, okay? Are you ready? Here we go. Nos informaron de los cambios de horario a última hora.
We were informed of the changes in our timetable at the very last minute.
Okay, at the very last minute. Give yourself 5 points, Raquel. Okay? Now, remember, a última hora is not at the last hour. This is what you said. Raquel, how do you say a última hora one more time?
At the very last minute.
Yeah, at the very last minute or at the last minutes. Okay? Okay, les despidieron sin previo aviso.
They were fired without a warning.
Yes, they were fired without a warning. Okay, they were fired without prior warning or prior notice. Okay, this would be previo aviso, my Spanish. See, I make
That's
mistakes.
fine.
It's a good thing this isn't a Spanish class because then you would be correcting me and you too would be correcting me, okay? But this is English class, so. Okay, all right, very good. So they were fired. What is another way to say fired? Because fired is very strong. Okay, what is another way to say this?
Kicked me out.
Okay,
Or
they
kicked me out.
is a bit strong too. They dismissed. To dismiss is another word to fire. To dismiss. Now another one which is very diplomatic. They let me go. Me dejaron ir. Yeah, this is a really diplomatic way of saying, okay, you got fired. You got fired. Okay. Ask me if I've ever been mugged. Okay.
Have you ever been mugged?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Okay. Have you ever been mugged, Raquel?
No, I haven't either.
Okay, you're very lucky. Yeah. You never know. You have to be careful. You have to be careful, right? Especially in areas with a lot of tourists, right? How do you say turismo?
Tourism.
Tourism. Yes, your ismos are isms. Tourism. Nationalism, right? Marxism. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Le eligieron por sus cualidades de liderazgo.
He was chosen by, no, due by, can I say both?
No. Okay. Now
One
how do
or
you say?
another.
Okay. How do you say debido a? How do you say this? in
Due
English?
to.
Okay. Debido a is due to. What is another way? We have three ways. Due to.
Because of.
Because of. Or.
Thanks to.
Thanks to is more in the positive way, but it can be in a negative way. It can be on account of. So he was chosen on account of his leadership in this case, right? He was chosen because of his leadership or due to. All of these are the same, debido a.
Okay.
And thanks to we use as well, but thanks to is only when it's positive, okay? He was chosen thanks to his good attitude, right? Okay, so let's try this one. Le eligieron por sus cualidades del liderazgo. It's a difficult word for me.
He was chosen on account of his leadership.
Leadership, the same as in Spanish, líder. Leadership.
Leadership qualities.
Yes, he was chosen on account of, due to, or because of his.
Leadership qualities.
You can have another 5 points
I'll
now.
take them.
Okay? All right, let's try this one. Le estimaron en un restaurante. Try it. This one's difficult.
Le estimaron.
Yeah, le estimaron. Do you know this one, Raquel?
No.
Ask them if they know it. Maybe
Do
they
you
can
know
help.
that one?
Are you going to help Raquel? She seems to be a little bit confused with this one. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. Try it, try it. Le estimaron en un restaurante.
They were cheated.
Okay.
No.
They were conned, okay? To con, estimar. C-O-N. Okay, it's a regular verb. Every day they con, yesterday they conned, lately they've conned, okay? So to con, estimar, to con, okay? And what is the person who, el timador, I don't know if this exists in Spanish, what is this person called?
The conner.
Okay, the conner. It was a good effort, a very good effort, but no. The mugger worked, but the conner,
no,
this
in
is
that case.
a con artist. A con artist, trilero, somebody who always has some kind of trick, always has some kind of thing. Because to trick is not always a negative thing. You trick your friends, you play a joke. When you trick, it's not very serious. To con is to trick with bad intentions, right? So let's try it. Le estimaron en un restaurante.
They were conned in a restaurant.
They were conned in a restaurant. Absolutely. Very good. Now, I'm going to ask you another thing. I'm going to ask you too. How do you say un timo, the noun, sustantivo? Un timo.
A can.
Okay, a con, there would be a different way to say it too. A ripoff. If something is very expensive or it's just ridiculous in price, you say, what a ripoff. Vaya timo. Okay, what a ripoff. Have you heard this before?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, un timo is a ripoff. Now let's look at the opposite while we're here. Okay, what is the opposite of a ripoff? Un chollo in Spanish. Un chollo.
A bargain.
A bargain. 5 points. Give yourself 5 points. Okay. Now there's another word too. There's another word for, okay, un chollo is a bargain or a deal. A deal. Okay.
Okay.
So what a deal. Vaya chollo. What a deal. What a bargain. And the opposite? Timo?
A ripoff.
A ripoff. What a ripoff. Okay. This is the opposite. And timar, the verb?
To can.
To con. To con. Very. And I think the word comes from, I'm not sure. You can look it up in the dictionary. Be active. I want you to be active. But I think it comes from convict. Convict is a person in prison. A convict. So it probably comes from this word. I'm not sure, but I want you to look it up. And I want you to send me the answer. And the first person to send me the answer, I'll give you 50 points. Okay, you heard me correctly. 50 points. I'm feeling very generous today. Okay, Raquel, you're included too. So if you can find it first, and you send me an SMS, or you let me know, if that is the origin or root of the word, I'll give you an additional 50 points. All right?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's try another one, okay? Le ascendieron debido a su excelente trayectoria en la empresa.
Okay. So he was promoted thanks to his record track.
Okay, his excellent track record. You got it backwards, okay? So, okay, this would be trayectoria is track record. Try again.
He was promoted thanks to his excellent track records in his company.
Okay, track record, singular, right? He was promoted thanks to his excellent track record in the company. Okay, one more time. Ask me.
Was he promoted thanks to his excellent track record in his company?
Perfect. Yes, he was promoted. He was promoted. What is, a little quick question for you, what is the opposite of to be promoted? What is the opposite?
Demoted.
Demoted. Okay, if you're promoted, you go up. If you're demoted, it's not good. Start looking for a new job. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, let's take a look at another one, okay? Me confiscaron el pasaporte en la aduana.
My passport was confiscated.
Did you guess?
Yes, I did.
Well, lucky guess. 5 points for the lucky guess, okay?
Okay.
My passport was confiscated, how do you say? En la aduana.
At the customs.
At customs.
Okay, at customs.
Okay, my passport was confiscated at customs. And how do you say the person at customs?
The policeman.
The customs agent, right? You have policemen too, yeah, I'm sure. But also the person who works for the customs office is the agent, the customs agent, aduana, okay? Aduana. I remember, Raquel, once I went to New York and I took 2 legs of jamon.
Did you?
Yeah, they got taken away. Yeah. So the customs agents had a wonderful party that night, I'm sure, at JFK Airport. And they took away my jamon jabugo legs. Yeah, I was depressed. I was so happy to have them in the United States, and in the end, they were taken away. Do you see how I'm using the passive voice? They were taken away because it's something bad that happened to me. Okay? And it's not important who did it. The fact is, I don't have them now, and I didn't have them then. Okay? Let's try another one, okay? This is using taken away, the one we just used in context, okay? Le quitaron los cordones de los zapatos en la cárcel.
Le quitaron los cordones de los zapatos. Okay. They've taken his shoelaces.
Let's try in the passive. So put the shoelaces first.
Okay. His shoelaces were taken.
In this case, shoe is the adjective to describe the lace. So the adjective can't use an S, right? So his shoelaces, right? Because the plural is the laces, not the shoes. The shoe is the adjective to describe the lace. You got it though. Go ahead, give it to me again.
I'll try.
You got it.
His shoelaces had been taken away in jail.
Okay, had been or were taken away. Okay, his shoelaces were taken away, quitaron, in jail. They were taken away. Why do you think his shoelaces were taken away in jail, Raquel?
Because he could commit suicide with them.
Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah, sure. So his shoelaces were taken away in jail. Were your shoelaces taken away when you were in jail? No, no. Raquel's never been in jail, I hope. Have you ever been in jail?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Now, Raquel and people at home, what is the difference between to go to the jail and to go to jail? What is the difference? To go to the jail and to go to jail. What is the difference?
There is no difference.
There is a difference.
There is.
Yes, there is. Ask me what the difference is.
What's the difference?
The difference is if you go to the jail, you're a visitor. You're visiting a friend or a loved one. If you go to the jail. If you go to jail, we'll see you in a few years. Okay, or however. So to go to jail without the article means you're going to go to prison. Okay, you did something wrong. You committed a crime. If you go to the jail or a jail, you're going to visit someone. Okay? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Now you do. Now you do. Okay, let's try another one, okay? Le pintaron la fachada de su casa durante su ausencia. Okay.
¿Cómo es fachada?
¿Cómo es o how do you say?
How do you say fachada?
Fachada is facade. Very similar. Facade.
Sounds French.
Yes, I think it comes from French, actually. Yeah.
Okay. The
facade.
Their facade's house was painted.
Okay. The facade of his house. So, le pintaron la fachada de su casa durante su ausencia.
Okay, the facade.
The facade.
The facade.
Okay.
The facade of his house was painted when he was away.
When he was away, absolutely. Ask me.
Was the facade of his house painted when he was away?
Okay, just be careful. It's facade. Facade. It uses the C from Barça. You know, the football team. I don't like them very much. Sorry if you do. But the C from Barça uses the facade. Facade. Okay, so say the word one more time.
Facade.
Facade. Beautiful. Give yourself 5 points. You can have it, okay?
Thank you.
5 points for you. Okay, and one more, okay? Me la recuperaron 2 días después.
It was taken back
Okay.
2 days later.
2 days later. Okay, be careful. A lot of people say 2 days after. In English, we say 2 days later. This is 2 días después. Now, we also use after when we put an event. After this class. After school. After work. And when we don't put a reference, do you know what we put?
Later on.
So, afterwards. You can say
Oh, yeah.
later on or afterwards. So afterwards with no reference. After with a reference. And 2 days later, 2 días después. We don't say 2 days after. Okay? All right. Just so you know, a little FYI. What does FYI stand for, Raquel?
For your information.
That's correct. FYI, for your information. Tell me what we're going to look at now. Do you know? Tell me.
What are we going to look at now?
Okay, all right. We're going to look at 1,000 pounds worth of. Okay? How do you say vale la pena?
It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay? Porque lo vales. Because you're worth it. Because you're worth it, right? Okay, now let's take a look at something with this. Okay? This is something we say a quantity, then we say worth of, and then we say the object in question. So I ate 3 kilos worth of pasta. I ate 3 kilos worth of pasta last night. Okay, and this just means that you ate this quantity of this. Okay, it's used for value, weight, and length. Let's try this, okay? Necesito unos 3 kilos de pasta para la receta.
I need 3 kilos worth of pasta for the recipe.
Yes, I need 3 kilos worth of pasta for the recipe. You see, the quantity, worth of, and the object in question. Okay, let's try this one, okay? Quiero unos 3 metros de tela, por favor.
I would like 3 meters worth of fabric, please.
Fabric or material. Fabric is more specific. Material can be any kind of tela. Okay, material. Okay, let's try this one. Necesito unos 4 metros de cable telefónico, por favor.
I need 4 meters worth of phone wire.
Okay, of telephone wire. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I need 4 meters worth of telephone wire. Okay, again, it's worth of. Okay, however, whatever quantity, meters, pounds, money, worth of, whatever. Okay, let's try this one. Creo que vamos a necesitar unos 10 metros de material de valla.
I think we're going to need 10 meters worth of gate.
Okay, fencing. Okay,
Fencing.
Fencing is the whole category, fencing. Okay, I think we're going to need at least 10 meters worth of fencing. Okay, now what is fencing? Fencing is something else.
Grima.
Yes, this is called fencing. When you have 2 swords and you sword fight, it's fencing. So it has a double meaning, like many words in English. Okay, all right, very good. Raquel, how many hours worth of English classes have you had today?
I had 4 hours worth of English classes today.
Perfect. Okay, so you got it. Well, guess what, Raquel? We're out of time. We're out of time. I know, don't cry. Don't get depressed. It's okay. We will be back. I promise you we will be back. Okay, thank you once again. Thank you to Raquel del Rio.
Thank you, Alberto.
Thank you. Okay, and we'll see you next time here on Rumbo al Inglés. Take care. Bye-bye.